Most businesses have the order of events backwards when it comes to scaling their business. All right, and so the order of the business to effectively scale the business, obviously founders and leaders need to first sell the product, you need to achieve happy customers, and then you need to grow sales conversations. Where so many businesses get this wrong, whether you're at $1 million, 5 million, or 10 million, is you just start hiring more salespeople thinking that's gonna solve your growth problem. If you're one of those businesses, you probably have 5 or 6 salespeople that are maybe only doing 1 or 2 demos a week. Maybe they're only doing a demo a day. That is extremely inefficient. You need to grow sales conversations because you have to create the food for salespeople to eat first. You need to focus on scalable opportunity generation first before you hire more salespeople. So many of the businesses that come to SalesLeap in our portfolio of over 70 high-growth B2B companies, we're actually reorganizing their sales team to align most of that sales team with actually creating more food to eat. All right, so the solution here in process is you need systems, best practices, and frontline staff before you need a VP of sales or account executives to run demos. Because these folks right here, they need a lot of food and they're hungry. So the analogy is like you probably wouldn't want to have a bunch of kids before being able to fill the fridge, right? It's the same analogy in your business. And so what you need is not necessarily a VP of sales at this stage. You need an executive growth strategy, which is a combination of marketing, operations, and sales. That's essentially what we teach here at SalesLeap. The systems, best practices, and ultimately the early stage frontline staff, usually people just out of college, that will create that food for your sales team to eat. All right, so the number one rule to avoid this pitfall and get your order events right, a very simple thing to just follow, is make sure your AEs, your salespeople, those people doing demos, have at least 2 to 4 demos a day before adding more sales headcount. Do not expect your eaters to hunt and find more meetings. Humans are not designed to hunt and book meetings and close them well. You need to separate those functions. And that is where you have sales development on one side and sales on the other. Sales development collects, primes, and preps the food. Account executive sales closes the food and brings them home to happy customers. If you follow this model and making sure your account executives have full plates before adding more, you will effectively scale and be able to get in control of your revenue growth. Put food on the plate before putting more plates on the table. Thank you so much, and we'll see you later.